You know, I really dug the whole desk sitting down paper thing from yesterday, so I'm gonna keep doing it. And no, it's not because I'm so lazy that standing up for 20 minutes requires an ice cream carb load, the likes of which you've never seen. Oh, so good. So good. So good. You know, some game developers are just Billy badasses. You know, they're constantly listening to their players, they're tweaking their games to make them awesome. Some of my favorites are Rockstar, obviously, GTA, Bethesda Game Studios. I mean, that's a map of the province of Skyrim. Don't know if you've heard of it. BioWare obviously changed the world. Valve changed the world even more probably than BioWare. Naughty Dog, and I really could go on and on. But not every developer is cool, man. Some of them are downright tools. Do people still call people tools? So today, I am counting down my top 5 worst game developers in the industry. I'm ranking them by their perceived evil and or the actual dirty deeds that they have done dirt cheap. All these companies suck. It's just a question of how much. So I thought I'd give them a little ranking to help illustrate their suckage. Number 5 sucks like people who listen to Prince past the year 2000, Sega. Or Sega! Look, Sega had some pretty dynamite consoles back in the day. I know the Genesis was a pretty good friend to my childhood, but they've got an unfortunate fall from grace. Here are some of their sins. Not understanding their player base almost to a pathological degree, making terrible games so bad that they recently pulled a bunch of them off the mobile marketplace because they didn't meet their standards. That's like siphoning diarrhea out of your butthole because it doesn't meet the standards of your colon. And Sega, you still got a bunch of crappy games on the marketplace, I'm just saying. Making, quote, 20 years of bad decisions, according to former Sega chief executive Tom Kalinske. My question to that is, what, you had no part in that, Tom? Number 4 sucks like people who don't give subway seats to the elderly or the disabled. 2K games. Specifically 2K sports games. Their list of sins include a really lackluster response to players' concerns, probably some of the most terrible servers in all of big game developerdom, just bad, generally bad player experiences across almost every sports game they've had for the last 5-6 years or so. And this one's really unexcusable to me. Just terrible lag. Number 3 sucks like the entire cast of Entourage 2, Activision. A list of their sins include openly only backing properties if they will lead to sequels. Openly suggesting that game prices should be a lot higher than they are now. Are you crazy? Just bad game design in general, including games that are pretty much straight rehashes of other games. Being openly exploitative to their player base. And having Bobby Kotick is your CEO. That man is like Tywin Lannister evil. Number 2 sucks like Phyllis in accounting, who talks about everybody behind their back but then acts like the second coming of Christ to their face. EA Games. Seriously, if you're a Phyllis, fuck you. You're what's wrong with the world. Now, I made a video outlining a whole lot of EA's terrible practices, which you could check out if you wanna. But here are some of the highlights from that. Terrible game rollouts, creativity, and advancement in the field are ranked pretty far below profit and have been for a long time at EA. Literally voted the worst gaming company in America multiple times. Server crashes all the live long day. Sell games that are super duper microtransaction-y, my favorite being Need for Speed cellular version. You literally have to pay for gas. And they shut down Maxis. Maxis did Sims, Maxis did Sport. I loved Maxis and they shut Maxis down. Number 1 sucks a mean D like Jacqueline, the Ruby Tuesdays waitress who slept with everyone on the staff and a third of the customers. I'm talking Ubisoft. Seriously, release a non-buggy game once. Their list of sins are very numerous, but here are a few. Super deceptive marketing, boring recycled game mechanics, shameless money grubbing, overdressing gameplay footage and cinematics by putting out these super high quality pre-rendered videos. I'm not sure if there's anything worse than that that, because think of who that is intended to victimize. Putting out stuff like that, this is like, you know, people are saying this is what's going to happen with The Division, that the footage we've seen from it has been pre-rendered, and there's no way an engine or the current generation of consoles could maintain that level of graphics. But think about who that victimizes. It's gamers who don't really know a whole lot. So these are younger gamers, less experienced gamers, gamers who are just, you know, want to have a good time. In a lot of circumstances, I'd say this is going after kids. And overdress your gameplay footage for the sake of profit is like straight up Al Pacino in Devil's Advocate crap. Another sin is they are enormously sexist, saying that having female characters in their games makes those games too hard to animate. And this is, again, one of my least favorite ones, keeping games from reviewers until those games have been on the marketplace for like 12 to 24 hours, so that no press could get out about how bad those games are before the initial surge of sales. I mean, that is some Dr. Evil shit right there. What do you think of my list of the top 5 bad companies? Maybe they should be the bottom 5 companies. Leave a comment below and let me know. I have been the Higgs from MMOplay.com. Please do thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and be sure to share this video like a venereal disease. I will not be around tomorrow. I have a buku amount of things to do. So I will see you guys Monday with a movie review probably.